Wait a second, people are actually abandoning Google Pixel phones now. That's like someone saying they're ditching a luxury car for a used one. What's going on here? Hook. Let me tell you why I think this is happening, and why Google might have shot itself in the foot just when it thought it was innovating. Context. Okay, let's start with hardware. Google used to know how to play the game. Remember when Pixel phones were the underdog that punched above its weight? Now, it feels like they're showing up to a knife fight with a butter knife. Commentary. Take the Pixel 10 Pro versus Galaxy S25 Plus. Same price, but Samsung's throwing in twice the storage, a bigger screen, faster charging, and a chip that absolutely humiliates Google's Tensor G5 in benchmarks. And the Tensor. What even is Google doing here? They started strong with Tensor chips in the Pixel 6, but then they got obsessed with AI optimization instead of raw performance. Meanwhile, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is out here lapping them like they're standing still. Analysis. But here's what cracks me up, Google's using Samsung's Exynos modems, which Samsung themselves avoid in flagship phones. So Pixel users get sketchy Wi-Fi, dropped calls, and battery drain issues. Classic. It's like paying $1,000 for a phone and getting a beta tester discount. Opinion. And don't even get me started on the pink screen defect. Google had to launch a 3-year repair program for the Pixel 8. That's not a hardware flaw, it's a brand reputation flaw. Speculation. Now let's talk software. This used to be Pixel's golden ticket. Clean Android, no bloat, instant updates. But now, it's like Google's turned their phones into a circus for half-baked AI features. Remember when Gemini was supposed to be revolutionary? It's just clutter. Perspective. Every update feels like a gamble. Will this break my camera? Will my battery last 12 hours again? The Pixel subreddit is basically a complaint subreddit at this point. Google's treating loyal users like lab rats for their AI experiments. Reaction. And while they're busy drowning us in AI slop, Samsung's quietly perfected One UI. They're rolling out polished updates that don't feel like beta software. Irony. Samsung, once the poster child for bloated Android skins, is now the gold standard. Broader trend. Let's not forget the camera. Pixel used to be the undisputed king. But now, Samsung and Apple are matching or beating them in low-light, portraits, you name it. Even OnePlus and Motorola are closing the gap. So why pay a premium for Pixel's camera when you can get similar results elsewhere for less? Critique. What's really fascinating is how Google's priorities have shifted. They're chasing AI so hard they've forgotten why people love Pixels in the first place. It's not just about specs, it's about trust. When you buy a flagship, you expect excellence in every category. Google's dropping the ball on hardware, software, and reliability. Insight. Here's the thing, Samsung's got 26% of the US market. Google? 3%. And with the Pixel 11 rumors pointing to more Tensor tweaks, instead of a hardware reset, this gap might never close. Data context. So where does this leave Pixel? In my opinion, they're stuck in an identity crisis. They're not the clean Android champion anymore. They're not the hardware leader. They're not even the camera king. What are they now? An AI experiment with a camera. That's not a phone, it's a science project. Closing. What do you think? Are you still holding on to your Pixel, or did Google finally push you away? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button if you're as shocked as I am by how far the Pixel brand has fallen. Call to action.